Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex. So today I'm going to be working on building a tool rack for the ATV right here. Going to be using nothing but leftover wood I have laying around from previous projects like the dog jungle gym the other day. Yeah, I want to build this rack to be able to transport all the tools I have here to around the property because right now I'm pretty much bringing one tool at a time underneath my arm and still trying to steer the ATV like that, and it's not super easy. So hopefully this tool rack idea works out. We'll see. I got like a rough idea in my mind. Never built anything like this before and couldn't really find anything online that I really wanted. So we'll see. Gonna be making it up as I go. So hopefully it works out. Please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks, everybody. Alrighty, so I'm back from lunch. I was giving the rack project a lot of thought, and I think my original idea for it is probably stupid. I don't know why, but I was thinking about building an identical version, basically, of the rack that I just built here for the front of the ATV. That way I can put like my pole saw and weed eater and stuff over top of me above my head. You know, like a normal pickup truck rack and stuff for like a ladder rack. But yeah, I don't think my weed eater is probably long enough for that. And it's going to be way harder to do. And that means I'll have another rack to store somewhere. So I don't know why. It's just in my head, I couldn't get past having like a weed eater going sideways on that, going through trails, but actually holding it up. Holding a weed eater up here. That's not so bad. It's a little wide, but you know, that's what I'm bringing the tools out there for, is to widen the trails. So if I can't get through, then I gotta stop and widen it. But I'm pretty sure I should be able to use what I have here and just basically put a couple slots on it. And yeah, should be done after that. The hardest part about this idea is I gotta shorten the upright parts. And I'm gonna attempt to do that without taking everything apart. So we'll see. Hopefully that goes according to plan, or according to the new plan. I don't know. Stay tuned. Alrighty, she's done. Yeah, she might not be the prettiest thing, but I think she'll get the job done. Yeah, it's not my original idea, but it turned out, I think, even better than my original idea. Definitely easier to build. Got a total of 3 different tool racks. Got one here, one there, and one in the back here. Got a nice little basket tray dealio to put stuff, so that's going to come in handy, I know that. But to me, my absolute favorite thing that I did for this is I made it so I'm able just to take this on and off without needing to strap it down, hopefully. Because on the bottom here, yeah, spaced out the bottom supports here. So it's able just to go around the bar here and just grab onto it. Yeah, so it makes it easy, so I can just come along, pick it up, put it on the bars, and boom, it's decently on there. Yeah, you don't want to go hauling down a trail like a mofo, but just being able to put around from point A to point B with this loaded down. Yeah, I think you should be able to support it without needing to strap it down, but I'll find that out today. Definitely pleased with this so far. Hopefully it actually works. Stay tuned. seems to be working around the yard. Let's go try out a hill. Alright, so just got done testing out the ATV rack, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm about 50-50 on it. It worked around my house here in the nice open area where it's not crazy hilly. It worked just fine. Wasn't worried about the tools falling off at all, but then when I got down through a trail and then up and down a hill, that's when I wish the performance of this rack was a little bit better. Because my worry of the tools being wider than the ATV was realized when I kept getting knocked on trees. And then going up and down that pretty severe hill, that wasn't too fun at all. Going up felt pretty sketchy, but going down felt even worse. Like the rack was leaning onto my back, and a couple times the tools fell off. And that's not ideal at all. Nope. So yeah, depending on what kind of yard you have, if you got large open areas, not crazy hills, yeah, this idea will work. So like that's why it says I'm 50-50 on it, because like half my yard is open and the other half is woods with trails. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be taking this through the woods and trails, but through the open areas, yeah, I think I'll be using it. At least until I get the ATV trailer, and then I'll just be throwing everything in there, and then I'll probably never touch that baby again. Oh well, no big deal. All this was scrap wood, so it's free to me, and I'll just unscrew it and use it on something else. No big deal. Thanks everybody for watching. Please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.